Look at Etihad Airways' first-class suite, the Residence. For roughly $66,000, you get a private sitting area, a butler, and a queen-size double bed. At the other end of the scale is Ryanair. This European budget carrier sells international flights for as little as $10 or $20. The chart shows the actual results from 2022. While Etihad recorded a record profit of $296 million, Ryanair earned $1.5 billion. The budget airline earned 5 times more profit than the luxury carrier. This gap highlights a significant divide in how different airlines approach the business of flight. Full-service carriers like Etihad or Emirates follow a traditional model, where food, bags, and entertainment are bundled into the ticket. To find their profit, we have to look at the plane as a piece of real estate. This diagram shows the physical footprint of the cabin. A standard economy seat occupies about 5.5 square feet, but a first-class suite takes up over 30. One luxury passenger uses the same space as 6 people in the back. Because a first-class ticket usually costs 6 times more than economy, the revenue per square foot appears to stay balanced. However, the expenses tell a different story. Between specialized cabin crew and high-end catering, a first-class passenger costs the airline about $1,000 per flight. An economy passenger costs only $31. When we subtract those costs, first class is actually less profitable per square foot than economy. This is why many global airlines are now removing first-class sections from their aircraft entirely. They are replacing those seats with a middle ground, premium economy. Premium economy provides the highest profit margins in the sky. Its budget playbook ignores luxury to focus on volume and extreme operational efficiency. Efficiency starts with fleet standardization. By using only one type of aircraft, like the Boeing 737, airlines save millions on pilot training, maintenance, and spare parts. Inside, they strip the cabin of heavy amenities. They remove seatback screens and the electrical motors used for reclining to save fuel weight on every flight. To avoid expensive landing fees, these carriers use secondary airports, like Stansted, often located deep in the countryside miles away from the city center. This is the ancillary revenue strategy. They use a cheap base ticket, then apply high-margin fees for everything from seat selection to a simple bottle of water. Looking at this chart of Ryanair's revenue, we can see the impact. Extra fees and add-ons now account for nearly 1/3 of their total income. Low-cost carriers use the base fare as a loss leader, generating their actual profit from the convenience fees passengers pay to avoid travel discomforts. Both luxury and budget models rely on a shared tool to maximize their earnings: dynamic pricing. This grid represents 100 empty seats. Instead of a fixed price, the airline's algorithm divides the cabin into tiers. The first 25 seats are sold at the lowest price to ensure the plane starts to fill. The algorithm monitors demand and competitor prices every second. If a route becomes popular, the price for the remaining tiers automatically climbs to the maximum amount the market will tolerate. Because these tiers are managed by complex data models, standard hacks like booking at midnight or using incognito mode are largely ineffective. The system responds to total market demand, not individual browser behavior. Ultimately, a ticket price is a real-time calculation controlled by data science to extract the highest possible value from every passenger. Every ticket is a short-term lease on optimized cabin space, priced to maximize the earnings of a flying retail platform. To find the cheapest fares, you have to look past the myths and exploit the algorithm's dependence on supply and demand. Using tools like the Google Flight State Grid allows you to spot low demand days. Choosing a Tuesday or Wednesday can often starve the algorithm of the demand it needs to trigger higher pricing tiers. This map shows the stopover loophole. Direct flights from high-income cities like London to Delhi are expensive because the local demand is high. But by booking a trip that starts in a lower-demand city like Bhubaneswar and stops in Delhi on the way to London, the total fare often drops significantly. Every square inch of an aircraft is calculated for profit. To find the best deal, you simply have to understand the math the airlines are using against you.